welcome to the Shelly Studio. In today's video I am making a Christmas card out of a napkin. So this is a technique I saw on YouTube, of course. I was looking up how to collage, and you know, I have a really hard time having it be nice and smooth and flat. So I saw this technique. It was done with Mod Podge rather than decoupage, but it worked just as well. Now, they didn't have like real firm instructions, but we're just gonna go for it. So the idea is to coat the place that you want to decoupage. Now this is for flat surfaces. This wouldn't work over something bumpy, but it works great if you want to make a quick Christmas card like this one. And this is the only Christmas napkin I have at the moment. I just saw this idea and I wanted to share it with everybody in case you haven't seen it yet. So I'm just cleaning it because the card was not folded very straight, and putting something there, and we're just going to let that dry. So you're going to let that dry. So while it's drying, I'm going to separate my napkin. Napkins usually have 2 or 3 layers. This one has 2 extra white layers, and I was going to use the tape and then just saw that it was already separating there. So that works. I'm just going to take it apart carefully. Don't want to tear the part that I'm going to use on the card. And I did do a test before this with copy paper and scraps and stuff, and it works. So it works for more than just napkins. And I'll upload that video eventually. So you have to subscribe, you know, if you want to be alerted when the next one comes out. Alright, so I'm lining this up exactly where I want, and that is dry completely. And now we're going to iron it. Now they said to do it like a couple of notches up, no steam of course. And I've got parchment paper. I have cardboard underneath me and to not ruin my table, and parchment paper on top to not ruin that. Now this is the part, they didn't say how long to do it. I think I could have done it a tad longer. It would have been okay. But it's just long enough to reactivate the decoupage and cause it to fuse to the napkin. So I'm just going to trim the excess napkin off. And it stuck down pretty well. I am going to go over the top of it with more decoupage to make sure it stays down. Now, if you don't have it sealed everywhere, like if it's not fused in every spot and you add Mod Podge or decoupage, you'll get the ripples that we don't want. Also, when you're brushing on the decoupage beforehand, if you leave lumps in the decoupage, like brush strokes, you're going to see those in the napkin. They're pretty subtle though, so I'll do a couple of close-ups so you should be able to see how flat it looks. And this napkin is actually textured on 2 corners. Like the outside edges of some napkins have sort of a texture to them, so it still shows that texture a little bit. So I did start in the middle and work my way out just to make sure if I had any air bubble spots I could hopefully push them out. But it seems to be working pretty well. And if you didn't want it, like my decoupage and Mod Podge and stuff, it still has a little bit of shininess. I did not try the iron technique with matte medium, but you could certainly go over the top with matte medium if you don't want any shine. The Liquitex matte medium works really well for no shine. So there is our basic card. Now I'm just going to add some border to it just to make it a little bit more interesting, hopefully. So I've got this big fat paint marker that I got in a Art Snacks box a while ago that I need to use. And so we're just gonna, and I'm going very carefully. This is sped up, but I'm going slow because I always tend to mess up when I'm drawing a line along the edge of something all slip and it'll go all the way across. So, did I mention in the beginning, this is for Art Joy of Sharing Facebook group. This is the project for November. Magnificent Melange, showing a technique. So this is the technique, and I'll put a link to that Facebook group in case you are not a member, and you can go check it out. A lot of different people are participating and doing techniques, and they share them over there on that Facebook group. So I just thought I'd use some of my gold pens to create a little bit gold border. It's hard to see, but if you look at it close up, you can see it a little bit. I have to keep priming it because, I mean, it is kind of bumpy. My napkin is a little textured. I do like this gold pen. I've had it for a while. It's probably almost gone. But if you hit it at the right angle, it is very shiny. Have to have a little bit of sparkle on our cards, right? I'll just put a little bit on the jingle bells there. I decided to add a little bit more with my chunky pen to get a little gold edge. And yep, I have a little visitor. He came to check out what's going on. Asked him his opinion. He likes it. All right. So I decide to add some sparkles. So I have, it's called, I think it's called Hologram. Let me grab it. I bought it because I've been watching a girl do painting rocks, and she put this on the rocks and it was so pretty. It's hard to notice on my card, but it's called Hologram. It's by Folk Art. It's Extreme Glitter is what it says. And it has sort of a, and you can see the rainbow colors in the glitter that's inside the paint. Looks white, but once it's dry, it's clear, and all you see is the glitter. So I felt like I wanted to do more, so I decided I would put a border around the envelope. Why not make it Christmassy, right? I think on the plane it's more noticeable when it's crooked. But whew, I survived. And now with this is a different gold pen. And yeah, this line was much more difficult to get straight. That's okay. It's homemade. It looks homemade. It's okay. Give it a little character, right? Yeah. So can't draw a straight line. That's what rulers are good for. I could have used a ruler, but alright, so that is it. See how flat that looks? Nice, right? If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up, leave me a comment, share it if you'd like. And if you'd like to see more from me, please subscribe. Thanks for watching.